Hi, this is Shilpa Shukla and you're watching IndiaGlitz.com. A new degree, yeah, sure, why not? It's time that I graduate. Finally, 10 years into the industry, I better graduate. So yeah, BA pass, quite catchy, yeah? Yeah, so basically the story is set in Delhi. It is the story of this boy who comes to this city from a small town and how he gets into this relationship with a married woman, unhappy, which is quite a common trait now. A woman who is quite fearless. Her rights and wrong are very different. Uh, so very interesting character to play. And then of course the story is a thriller, so it's quite nail biting. It unfolds beautifully, and uh, and it talks of the times that we live in. It talks about the noir times that we live in, where isolation and alienation and loneliness are big factors, where money is the biggest player, where compassion is less to be found. Some nice karma that I must have done got me this film. It actually came to me through my first acting teacher. When I was studying in Kendra Vidyalaya most of my life, in Ahmedabad and Calcutta, and when I went to Delhi, I went to DPS. It was a huge culture shock, and that is when acting uh, happened to me, and it was through Edwin Williams. He discovered me for a school play, and Edwin sir, after 12 years, and he was not in touch with me in between. After 12 years, he messaged me on Facebook for this film BA Pass. So I was like, this is karmic. This will get me somewhere. Yeah, people usually think that I do a lot of preparation for the role. I want to break all that notion. I do no preparation for the role. I think the only preparation that we as actors do is keep a thin skin, you know, feel emotions. Empathy is the biggest tool, observation. And so I think from childhood only I've been very receptive uh, to pain, to happiness, to relationships, and that is where I draw my energy from. So Sarika, I would say, is someone that I must have definitely like seen in my life, and then I was trying to put her mind and heart in place, and her soul and spirit and all of that, and then give a face to her, which happened only one day before the shoot, to be honest. I mean, there was an acting workshop which happened for a week. But I didn't know how Sarika is going to talk. I didn't know what is going, to hit the nail. And then there was this one long seduction scene that we were doing, and everyone was silent when we were doing that scene. And then I hear cut, and then Ajay says that Shilpa, tu pass ho gayi. So that was the moment. That is when I knew that I've got Sarika. Yeah, I mean, yeah, people would think that it is the intimate scenes which are more challenging. No, no, I don't think so. It's more challenging are sometimes the dialogue scenes, because you have to communicate through that line, the subtext, and then also the subtext should come loaded with who you are, what you are. Where you have to say a dialogue like a non-dialogue, it's very difficult. So for me, dialogue scenes are more difficult. Yeah, it was a very well done thing on part of Ajay that he did not allow us to interact extra, because between Sarika and Mukesh the play is always about status, you know, uh, and status was something which was always to be kept in our minds. Uh, Even the sexual scenes, like the lovemaking scenes, also have a huge sexual politics to it. A huge status politics to it. So we did not go for any lunch, dinner, or date. And in fact, it would come to a point कि ज़्यादा हंस भी लिए ना, then suddenly you're like, oh shit, Ajay is watching. So so just to keep us on track. I think that was the best thing that Ajay did for us. I think we've already gone past that. I think we've achieved it. We've achieved it very beautifully. The lovemaking scenes are very aesthetically shot. I think the number of festivals we've gone through, and the recognition and the love and awards that we've got for the film are a seal to it. And also that commercially, when Papa like Bharat Shah comes into the scene for an independent film, I mean that's the best story which could ever happen. So then that tells you that it's something else. I expect both. I expect both, because we've put in a lot of effort, energy into the film. I expect both because if the audience does not, I mean, there is no way the audience has to see this film. Because if they do not, then it's an opportunity that they are missing out on, which I'm sure later they'll watch on DVD, or because it's a film you cannot miss. If India is celebrating 100 years of Indian cinema, then in 2013, BA Pass is a film which is going to be quite a game changer in that sense. It's a very pure film. It's a very honest film. There is no cheating about this film, and that is what is going to make it commercially viable as well. Yes, I found a message to it because I had to find, because I'm an actor. Whenever I'm doing something, I have to be convinced that why am I doing it, and as an actor or as a human being, what is it that we want to sell to anyone? It's hope at the end of the day, and therefore this film, through this film, I am hoping for light in the dark times that we live in. I am hoping for people to be more compassionate to each other. I am hoping that we will not leave a youngster alone. We will not put a pressure to earn fast, to compete, with anyone or with, you know. So yeah, the message is love and compassion and light. What next? I'm hoping for good things. I'm hoping that, I just keep working for at least 10 years to come now. I have to earn a lot because I need to give a lot to my people, my society, and for its betterment and evolvement. And that's why I need to earn a lot and work a lot. So the world is open, I hope. And yeah, I'm open to everything. So sure, I've been in talks for things, and as they say कि यहाँ पे कुछ जल्दी मत बोल दिया करो तो होता नहीं है and all that. But anyway, so yes, I'm glad that people are calling me again. They remember me again, and so it's a good feeling meeting them again, hearing good stories again. I have written, definitely. I've written for a year. I wrote two scripts for a year, which I'm sure will be made one day. They're definitely above mediocre. I've made a documentary film on my girls' school in my village. Uh, I look at life in a different way. I do photography too. I do a lot of still photography. So I don't know. I will definitely evolve whatever forms of an artist can be possible. I think I'll fly.